what I loved about Jackie Chan is how resourceful he was with his environment. So Elliot's not at a Jackie Chan level, but it is just about thinking really fast and using your environment to your, benefit. Elliot's come in at a very low level, so he started by being a street grunt, and he's basically just taken an opportunity.
Obviously, action is a big part of the show.
The fight scenes are fantastic, they're really magnificent.
It's very much inspired by a mixture of European cinema, Asian action movies, American blockbusters.
Hey, my name's Derek. I'm an aspiring filmmaker, and today I want to talk to you... No ums. Today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about why Gangs of London has some of the best fight choreography I've seen across any television show or movie to date. I started watching Gangs of London a couple of years ago. My grandparents came to visit me in my parents' house a couple summers ago. My parents had been watching Gangs of London, and they'd been trying to get me into it. And I was like, yeah. Well, one day I came home from work, and my dad and grandfather were watching the show out in the living room. And I was like, okay, before I go clean up, I'll eat and I'll watch a little bit of it. And then I got exposed to my first fight scene, and we ended up staying out there for 5 hours and finishing almost the entire season in one sitting, because that's how invested I became. I still get excited every time I watch it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and roll some of these clips. I'll throw on my headset and I'll break down in real time what I really enjoy about these scenes. I'm only gonna show bits and pieces because I want to leave you guys wanting more, so you hopefully go and watch it, because it's just brilliant. Because the camera work and the fight choreography is just absolutely brilliant. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Step back.
So this is the first fight scene I watched for the show, and it just blew me away. It's been proven to us through previous scenes that Elliot's very capable and can pretty much take down anybody that's in his way. But he gets thrown up against this massive guy, and he struggles a bit. The thing I love most about this fight scene is the pacing is so grueling. I was so stressed watching this the first time, and I'm still, you can hear it in my voice, I'm getting stressed out in a good way. It's so tense. See him looking around for some kind of weapon. They're just constantly subverting your expectations. Okay, yeah, he's not going to be able to get the pipe like we thought he would. He throws a table, it does nothing. Okay, let's just grab this bed. This right here is what really got me. Like, it's so tense. You can see Elliot's just kind of clinging on for dear life. He can't really get a solid hold in this fight whatsoever. Still stuck in his jacket. Finally gets out of it. Slices him open a little bit. And down goes Elliot over the table. Look at that camera work. And just uses his momentum against him to slice open his arm. Cuts up his leg, flips him over. And this dude is still going. He is relentless. And Elliot's taking these hits like a champ. His leg is just oozing blood, like the camera work, dude. It's so stressful. His hand is gripping on all that broken glass for dear life.
And as the music swells up, he gets just that one opportunity to end it. Just brilliant. The way that they move around their environment. This must have taken forever to film. God. All right, let's get on to the next one. You know, with that first fight scene, they had plenty of room to play around with the camera. But they're about to engage in a fight in a very tight space. And if you pay attention, you can see all corners of this room. So the cameraman is in here with them filming, which is amazing. It just feels so much more claustrophobic. You know, he doesn't really have... You know, they don't really have a lot of room to play around with that axe, but they still manage to use it effectively. Again, using their environment to their advantage. Cameraman's still in here, moving up and down, left and right, all over the place, following the weapons and the men as they're in here. Disarms him. Guy grabs the knife. Knife gets caught in. Ugh. He tries to cut it open, ends up slicing his own face. Absolutely visceral camera work. God, still gets me. And just the animalistic roar of this man filled with adrenaline. Pull some WWE shit on him. So let's get to a bright environment with a big old shootout. There's so much debris everywhere in these scenes. So many squibs are popping. I don't know how much of it is CGI and how much of it is practical at this point. There's so much going on. Cameraman just running with these guys. Very brave of them to run through the gunfire. Like, it just feels so down to earth. Like, look at, they show the entire process of everything. And I want to know the dude that thought of this. Because it's just, are you? Oh, God, it makes for good TV. Dude's like, oh shit. Jumps over the other hole.
Go, go, go!
And boom! Right down with them. That is the shot I think of whenever I think of this show. So I was convinced that they actually had a hole in this roof and they took the camera through it. But my friend Kyle said what they probably did is they probably had a camera up on this roof, brought it up, brought it down to about right here, and then on the inside of the house, they had the camera at the top of the ceiling, brought it down with them, and seamed those two clips together to make it look like it was going through a hole in the roof. It makes it really feel like you're in there with the actors.
So yeah, those were some of my favorite fight scenes from Gangs of London. It's something I've really been enjoying lately. I've been doing a lot of research and watching a lot of movies and TV shows lately, trying to go back to college. If you guys have any recommendations for movies or TV shows with really cool fight choreography and cinematography, send them my way. I'd love to watch them. They're really entertaining. That's really what I've been gravitating towards lately is fight choreography. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.